What's up, history buffs? No, your eyes do not offend thee. You are seeing what you think you're seeing, and that's the cover of a very, 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 very old board game called Gettysburg. It was one of the largest mounted game boards ever made. The game has been out of circulation for ever and a day, but some company bought the rights and re-released it, and it was kickstarted. And now it is back better than ever. It has made already $42,126 on its Kickstart, which is very successful for a board game, for such an obscure project, for an obscure line. But yeah, it's back, and it's available on Kickstarter. And if you are a fan of old wargame board games being remastered in all their glory, and not only have these guys remastered it and reprinted it and put it up to 2023, but they have done their best to capture the original look of that, original version of it. So everything looks very old and weather beaten and looks a lot like it looked in the original version. So yes, it's a board game war game, which means it's slightly complicated, but hey, it's nice to see this kind of stuff get released again, and the history of our hobby be lovingly embraced and brought forward, so a whole new generation can play these games that we played back in the old days before D&D, or in the early days when we didn't have anything but D&D and we wanted to play something else. I have personally not played this one, but I recognize it, which goes to show you how old I am. Actually, I fought at Gettysburg. I was there. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not that old. So yeah, if you're a board game kind of guy, this is probably something you'd like. It's a good introductory board game in the level of complexity. It's probably less complex than Axis and Allies, but more complex than, say, Settlers of Catan. So it's a good afternoon if you want to relive the Battle of Gettysburg. And this is one of the many Civil War type games that exist out there that try and, turn famous historical battles into scenarios to see, what would happen if. Yeah, I'm not really a board game guy, but I'm just happy to see things like this always get a chance to relive for a brand new generation to know that there is more to the hobby than just Dungeons and Dragons. This is on Kickstarter now. The Kickstarter will end in 2 weeks. So if you want to get on board, get the Gettysburg Express and support a board game / war game, you could do less worse than this, and you get a map, I think, or something. So yeah, Gettysburg. I remember it.